Hey guys, it's Christina the Caregiver. I wanted to jump on and talk about dating as a caregiver. Valentine's Day is coming up and a lot of us are single. Some of us are single. And dating as a caregiver can be very, very challenging. I had an 18-year relationship that did not survive being a caregiver. And then I became single in 2019. And I have been trying to figure out how to date and be a caregiver since then. And some of the challenges I've faced have been A, time, and B, trying to find somebody who understands that although I care about them and I'm interested in them, my number one priority is always going to be my mother. And not many people are okay with that. They want to be the number one. What they don't understand, though, is they are number one when I'm with them. It's really important when I'm with them to be able to spend that time with them. But I remember I jumped on some online dating sites to try to test the waters. And there were a couple people who asked me out, and I said yes. And then it came time to go out, and I had emergencies that came up with mom. And then the one time that I didn't have an emergency that came up with mom, I thought to myself, God, is this what I want to talk about when I'm on a date? When somebody asks me what I do I really want to talk about, well, I have this job and I do this, but I also take care of my mom. I think that what happens for me when I start to go out dating is I just feel like they won't understand. Just like I didn't understand when I was before I was a caregiver. I had no clue when people said they didn't have time because they were caring for a loved one. And, trying to find somebody who's going to be okay with you always being on call is a little tough as well. And then there's the whole confidence thing. We can be super confident in our everyday life. But then we go into a situation where we're caregiving and we can't fix what's going on with our loved one. So it affects our self-esteem. So it takes a minute. It's not only the time that we're dating. It's not only the time that we're actually on the date, but it's the time before when we're getting ready and we're getting out of, okay, yes, we've got a caregiver for our loved one. Everything's fine, but we're getting ready and we're trying to focus on fixing our hair, fixing our clothes, being excited about the date. We're trying to listen to music, do all this stuff to refocus our mind from all the things we're constantly thinking of. Is mom going to be okay? Well, I'm away on this date. How much time am I really going to have? And then knowing that if we have dates, if we're dating somebody, those first couple of dates, they have to be short periods of time because we don't know what's going to happen. So, I don't know. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on dating. My thoughts are, it is not easy. It can be done. I actually found a great guy. We dated for about 6 months, and then we stopped dating after a while, and then I was in the dating pool again, and it's just kind of been brutal because I think about things like, when I used to go on dates, that first date, you want to get all dressed up. Sometimes you want to buy like a new outfit, or you want to get your, nails or toes done. You want to buy a new lip gloss, whatever it is. And you think about like, well, I don't have money for that kind of stuff anymore. And what if the date goes really well and we want to spend more time together? Like, how do we do that? So I think the challenges of dating for me have been mainly as a caregiver, self-esteem, getting back that self-esteem when ever I'm in a caregiving situation, that self-esteem goes away. Money to pay for, the getting ready for the date, finding time that you can actually put down your phone. It's kind of rude when you're on a date and you have your phone on the table and you have to explain to them like, I have to have it here in case of an emergency because you're always on call. Those are some of the main challenges I've found. And I think a lot of people are looking for somebody who has space in their life for them. And I have space in their life for them. My life is just really busy a lot of the time, right? I can make space. And It also makes us be a little bit more selective on who we're dating, who we're going to make space for, knowing that our time is more valuable. So, I mean, that can be a good thing, right? Because then we date higher quality of people, right? And we know what's important to us as well. So those are my thoughts on dating as a caregiver. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you think.